feel real good right now. It's different when you can go to another level. You can align yourself, understand your past, your present, and your future. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes.
Different kind of love for myself. It feel good, yeah, it feel good, yeah. Had to make a change for the better, cause the pressure wasn't never gonna let up. Living excitement and enlightenment, heavy premonition like I'm psychic. Yeah, it feel good to be me. I made it out the hood and I'm free. Different kind of love for myself. It feel good, yeah, it feel good, yeah. Had to make a change for the better, cause the pressure wasn't never gonna let up. Living excitement and enlightenment, heavy premonition like I'm psychic. It feel good to be me. I made it out the hood and I'm free. I bet you every dollar that I made, I had to sacrifice another moment, another memory, another enemy. And even every hour that I hated, I complained, and it was always daily. Had to miss the baby just to make it in the industry. Yeah, and nothing never what it seemed to be. Nah, and when you fighting hella energy, yeah, but when you carry the light, you pull them right about their misery. Yeah, you ain't from the hood, you ain't feeling me. Cause I was used to crawling like a centipede. Now I'm standing in the middle like a centerpiece. My neighborhood say it's good to be hearing me. Yeah, it feel good. I'm prepping every step just like I'm hiking in the hood. See me in the hoodie, you can call me Robin Hood. I finally met the enemy, I'm feeling like the wood. Cause you could be my dinner if you fiddle with my wood. Cause everything I've been through make me wish a nigga would. I got so many stories, I could probably write a book. I'm starting up a chapter like I get it out the mud. Anything with laughter, I'm the pastor and the plug. So you can get the gospel, hit the power in the hood. Dancing with the stars, you can spot me if you could. I open up your conscience cause the matrix is the plug. Different kind of love for myself. It feel good, yeah, it feel good, yeah. Had to make a change for the better, cause the pressure wasn't never gonna let up. Living excitement and enlightenment, heavy premonition like I'm psychic. Yeah, it feel good to be me. I made it out the hood and I'm free. Different kind of love for myself. It feel good, yeah, it feel good, yeah. Had to make a change for the better, cause the pressure wasn't never gonna let up. Living excitement and enlightenment, heavy premonition like I'm psychic. It feel good to be me. I made it out the hood and I'm free. I bet you every person that I met, I tried to put them on. I probably had to push my own dreams to the back, running after other people cause I needed hella confirmation. I can do whatever that I wanted on the track. I was in the dark on the cold night. It's like a feeling in my heart. Tell them go right. Hey, tell them hold tight. But I happened to go right. I had to let y'all listen a little more tonight. Okay? Okay? Welcome to Live with Mo Lyric. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Baby, I made it through the weekend. Whoa. Okay, y'all. I got to catch y'all up on this week, last weekend, everything that's been going on in Mo Lyric's life. It's been crazy. So I had to bring it in home to the women tonight, okay? Because last week we had the women on, right? So this week we are talking about women under attack. Now, before I do that, I want to welcome everybody that's tuning into the show. Please share. Please comment. Please tell somebody to get in this, okay? Get in here right now. Right now, I need you to go ahead and get in. Join the discussion. I'm going to be tagging y'all, so if y'all see me drop my head a little bit, I'm tagging you, okay? And tag somebody else. Comment. Please let your presence be felt. I want to give a big shout out to Vegas Hype Media for allowing me to be on this platform every week on Monday. Shout out to Quan59. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, man. I thought last week he was going to tap out, but he didn't. He stood in there. He hang in there. All the girls, all the ladies. We was doing girl stuff. Slumber party type stuff. Anyway, y'all, I got to get to this because I got my guest. I had to bring my girl back to have my back because we discussing some real big things tonight. We discussing women. We are discussing empowerment. We are discussing the women under attack. And we just got to talk about some things that y'all don't really want to talk about. A lot of people don't want to touch bases on the things that we're going to talk about. It's going to get deep. It's going to get controversial. A lot of y'all going to probably have these comments that's coming in and I'm going to tear y'all ass up if it come in the wrong way. Okay? Yeah, tonight I'm on one. And I'm going to tell you why I'm on one. Not right now. Not right now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save it for later on because I gotta bring my co-host in this mud tonight. So my guest, my co-host for tonight, she's coming back from last week. My girl killed it last week. Everybody was like, "Oh, what's this girl?" Jenna on the dang on show. That girl got a big smile. Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Back like it never happened before.
Yes.
What? Welcome to the show, Jenna, girl. I had to bring you back because I knew you don't hold back.
I'll try not to.
You a Leo just like me. You bring that fire.
Yes,
Yes, I need it in her tonight because we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff, man. A lot of people not gonna like what I'm talking about because you a man. I'm just playing.
If you're a man, I need you to get in here because you need to understand the woman. You need to understand how to deal with the woman. You need to understand what we deal with. And it's going to help you with your mate. It's going to help you understand your sister, your mom, and everybody else around collective. Okay, I need you guys to just go ahead and just support us for right now. Okay, you got questions, bring them in. We will answer your questions. I want this open for everybody. So if you have a question, even if you don't agree with something I say or something Jenna say, don't feel like you can't come in and say that. Now, listen, we got the number you can call in to 702-608-3259. It's on the board right there. Y'all see it, right? Okay. So if you want to call in on these questions and what we're going to talk about, you can do that. Not you, Simply Tick. I'm just playing. Man's World Podcast. Shout out to y'all, man. They come on Saturdays every Saturday, 4 o'clock. So shout out to y'all. They had a nice little show. Not little show. We just talked about saying little. I did not mean to say that. See, I picked that up from some haters. I'm sorry. They had a nice show Saturday, and they had the party that night. Were you there, Jenna?
Yes.
Okay.
It was lit.
did you miss moi?
Yes, I did miss you. I was like, where's my girl Mo?
Girl, I had to go in. Let me tell you why. Jesus. Okay, so look. Now, we got to talk about women, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about what's going on with us.
Yes.
All right, and we got a lot of topics to tackle. I'm going to start off by talking about why I wasn't at the show Saturday night. Reason why I wasn't there is because I was overwhelmed.
Okay.
Okay? I just got an overload. Have you ever as women, we deal with so much. We are like the carriers of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be pain, whether it be children, whether it be being a good wife, whether it be, your career, trying to launch something, which somebody launched a new business this weekend. We're going to talk about that.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Okay. So let me say I had a very overwhelming week. I dealt with a lot of people, a lot of energies, and I was not grounded enough to handle what came my way.
Right. So what was going on?
Everything, girl, everything. Friends turning on me. I'm finding out different things all over the place. I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going down the right path with my career. I'm trying to step into the higher me.
Right.
Because there's a higher me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So but inside of me, there's a lower me, and it talks to me. And I told y'all before, there's an enemy inside your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you ever been like, somebody complimented you and you was like, no, I don't.
Yes, all the time. It happens too often. That's self-doubt. That's not okay.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about this self-doubt thing. What do you think when we have these insecurities about ourselves? And we can be the most prettiest woman on earth. And I didn't see it happen. I didn't see the prettiest women on earth really be insecure and hate themselves. Kill themselves, all type of stuff. Okay. Well, if you could pick 3 things and narrow it down, what do you think those 3 things would be for you that you think is really causing self-doubt within the woman?
I think it has a lot to do with us setting an expectation for ourselves, or always, having this bar that we feel like we'll never be able to, to reach. We can accomplish so much and we still think that it's not enough. And I think that a lot of it has to do with social media. A part of it is always looking at our situation and comparing it, never thinking it's good enough. That's what I think the main thing is. 2, listening to what other people have to say, asking, for too many opinions and things like that. I think it's like a lack of trust within ourselves and our abilities to, evolve.
Yeah.
So I think we just put too many, limitations on ourselves when it comes to that. And we don't look at and appreciate all the things that we actually have done.
Yeah.
So that's what I think a lot of that has to do with.
And then you think about it, how far back were we molded to, when did it start? You know what I mean? I had to go all the way back. Baby, I went back because I have been one of the ones that do the self-therapy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can heal myself from anything.
Yeah.
That is a power that you get when you realize the God in you. When you realize you can heal yourself.
For sure.
You start questioning things about yourself. And a lot of times it come from other people telling you about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, they be like, yo, why you always saying I'm lying? Because you look like you lying. Because I feel like you lying. Because so many people lied. And
Yeah,
we're carrying
true.
we're carrying that weight of feeling like everybody that talked to us, if it doesn't make sense, you lying.
Exactly. I think we just need to become self-aware, like honest with ourselves. I think it's important to meditate, spend time with yourself, write things down,
Yeah.
and then you get a better perspective of who you are. Because sometimes I can't see itself,
Mm.
so we don't really have a lot to rely on when it comes to who we are or what we think about ourselves. Because you're right, it is hard to trust people because some people do be lying,
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard, but I think we need to take a lot of time to, focus on ourselves and stuff like that. And then,
Do you
you know,
think we are stuck from the first heartbreak? Like whenever we had our first heartbreak,
mm,
does it carry to the future? Do we carry that forever?
I think it depends on when that is. Because somebody could have had their first heartbreak at 15, and then
Yeah.
someone could have their first heartbreak at 25. Um, it just depends on what your maturity level is, what you learn from that situation. But I do think that people do take their past into consideration in terms of how they're going to move forward, and they're always kind of using that as I guess, as a gauge to, learn what to or what not to do. So I do think that that does factor in.
I think about the first time, when you go to school.
Hmm.
I think that's when it started for me. I think when I first started going to public school and I realized that I had to fit in to be popular,
Hmm.
to be seen, and I had to mold myself to be okay, yeah, I was one of the mean girls. I didn't start off like that. I was always a great, happy, go lucky, but I realized I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
As you can tell, my little happy gibberish
Yeah.
self. I was a cheerleader, and I love to be at the top of the pyramid. Okay, and you gotta. Everything is about politicking a lot of times.
Yep.
You
That's true.
think that just because you're talented, that's gonna get you through the door for anything. As a woman, it's never like that, especially being black. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'll go back to me trying to fit in the category of the mean girls, so I could rise up in the cheerleading, so I could be with them. I could hang
Right.
with them. I wanted to hang with them. I wanted to ride when after the games, everybody hopped in the car and they went out to eat. I wanted to go too,
Yeah.
but I couldn't because I was too nice. I was too nice. I
Yeah.
had to learn how to be mean. And I actually, one year, for a whole year, I was a mean girl. And I feel bad because there were so many people that I was mean to just because I wanted to fit in with the crowd.
Hmm.
I was such a follower. I just wanted to fit in with the popular people. But why? Why couldn't I start my own
Yeah.
group? Why couldn't I start my own clique? You know what I mean?
Probably
The
'cause,
smart girls.
yeah, lack of confidence. That's what I think it
Exactly.
is. Yeah.
So then I started digging even deeper. I was like, let's go back home, baby. Cause why do I need this attention at school?
Exactly.
Why do I need to feel like I fit in this group? And they're so mean and they're so empty inside.
Exactly.
Why am I attaching myself to these
Hmm.
type of girls? Whoa, let's go home. What am I missing? What am I lacking? What don't I have?
Because at that time, that was the status quo.
Mm.
Hmm.
But I try to figure out if I had the proper upbringing, the love that I was supposed to have as a child, as a female coming in,
Hmm.
how our life would have been, what changes, how I probably would have did more things, and then try to fit in. I was probably feel a little more whole inside.
Yeah.
Maybe if somebody told me you were beautiful enough,
Exactly.
and did it have to come from my daddy? Did it have to come from a man? Because I feel like, and it always stimulates to why when fast forward, abusive relationship. Now I'm in an
Right.
abusive relationship at the age of 17 because I didn't get what I was supposed to get at home.
Right.
Or was it me, or is that something mental that was broken within me that made me go and find and needed somebody to guide me with abuse? And maybe I didn't know what abuse was.
Hmm.
Why aren't we teaching our daughters what an abusive man is?
Exactly.
Is it just so? Are we just so scared to be who we are and speak up on the pandemics that's happening right now with our females, with the female culture?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Nobody's talking about it. First of all, we do feel like. Well, I don't know. I feel like women aren't getting the support that we need. I think a lot of it does have to do with childhood, broken homes, and things like that.
How do you fix
Not-
it?
that's something that you gotta, when you get to a certain age, you kind of have to take responsibility for that. Especially if you do have children, you have to, give them everything that you didn't have. Um, you
Yeah.
know, but you have to be honest with yourself about why you're doing what you're doing. You have to be ready.
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge that there is a potential issue there.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, y'all. I done lost my voice over the weekend. That A Man's World party was it was too lit. So
Wait, because you were with me Friday with Hot
Yes.
97.5 at Blue too.
yes.
So you got 2 days, baby. I was done after the first. I was like, okay. See, first of all, I ain't even know how I was gonna get through this. And baby, I didn't learn how to drop it like it's hot from you. Baby, my knees was hurting after I went home. I was like, okay, Jenna, I'm done, baby. I did what I could do.
I had to go back for round 2.
You did. I was looking at y'all like, get it, girl.
Yes.
Yes. I was drained. So just going back to us being able to balance everything. Okay. And coming from, the household, the upbringing, what we went through in school,
Mhm.
making us up to who we are now and the decisions we make, the men we choose, the career path we go down, the confidence we have to push ourselves.
Mhm.
And when we find it from nowhere, we end up grabbing from anywhere we can grab to become successful as a Black woman.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely been molded. I had to learn on my own, to be completely honest with you. My upbringing wasn't the worst, but I've definitely gone through some things that were harsh enough that, made me who I am today. I got teased at school. I didn't get bullied. I got teased. It was very hurtful. So my response was to be very mean. I wasn't a mean girl per se,
Mhm.
but I would definitely make comments that were below the belt. Because I felt like my feelings weren't considered. So if you don't care about how I'm feeling, then I can say whatever to you.
Right.
We didn't have we didn't really have a lot of money like that growing up. So we had to wear, the school clothes from the previous year. And,
Yes.
people noticed that, but my mom was a single mom. She did the best that she could. We've always lived in a nice place, but there were just certain things on the inside that,
Yeah.
they didn't necessarily match. So there was a kind of a
Yeah.
lack of priority there.
Yeah.
Um,
And you find your way through that by
Yeah.
making the best out of the best.
Absolutely. And then as I got older, I kind of started to find myself. And once I moved out to Vegas, that's when I was like, okay, I was around 18 years old when I moved out. And I was like, you know what? I am in control of my life. I'm in control of my own destiny. So it's up to me to change things and create this space for myself. So I had to do that. And I had to be honest with myself about who I really am,
Yeah.
what I wanted, and that I didn't have to stay stuck.
Oh,
So
I like that.
yeah, so I had to make those moves on my own. I've always, I've always had to remind myself to stay humble
Yeah.
in the midst of doing things, but then I don't owe anybody anything.
Mm.
Just to strive to be the best,
Do you feel we have this thing as women where we feel like we owe people? Like if you give me something, I have to give it back. I have to give you
Exactly.
something back. Like you can't just give me anything. I'm gonna feel convicted for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't like to accept things.
Mhm.
Not even a compliment. Comes from being
Yeah.
strong.
Yep.
You got to be that strong woman. Oh, you're strong. But guess what? We get to a point where after you go through everything you've went through to become and build and become you who you are, you still walk out and still have to deal with the same thing you've always had to deal with.
Mhm.
What are we not changing? Ourselves, the inside. Now, we got some comments coming in right quick. I really appreciate you guys for commenting. Some of y'all just like to look and don't want to comment. I hate that. Please let us know you are here. All right, shout out to Ripsta. Hey, Ripsta. I appreciate you for tuning in. Chantel says you can carry your first heartbreak with you. I believe that. Thank you, Jason, for tuning in. Ripsta, that's you again. How do I say this? Tavia. Hi, she says, you have to mold yourself and create your own foundation. I love that. I love that.
I like that.
Yeah. So there is no blueprint on what a woman is supposed to actually be, huh?
Mhm.
So why do we look at every other woman and be like, I'm supposed to be like that?
Because sometimes we doubt ourselves too much. We don't think that we're good enough, and that's a problem. I think we just need to unapologetically be who we are.
Right.
We have to remember we don't owe anyone anything. We just have to stay true to ourselves.
Yes. That confidence.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But then then we got to deal with that. We have to deal with if you're too confident. Oh my God.
And that goes back to what the next person thinks.
Ugh,
We
I
can't
love
think
it.
like, we compare ourselves to other people in terms of where we should be in life. We worry about what people are going to think about what we do. We don't want to be too humble because we don't want it to seem as like, we lack confidence.
Yeah.
But then we don't want to be too confident because then people are going to think we're cocky.
Right. But why not? Why is it? This is what I like about Lizzo. I don't care how many roles Lizzo got. That girl will get online and show every role she got and be like, I look good, baby.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were shaming her for that. They were like, girl, if you don't get your chunky self off, and they hate it. But Beyonce and Megan and anybody
Nicki
else with a
Minaj,
body
all
can
of
do
them.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because she's overweight, I'm gonna say overweight. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, because I'm working out now, so I'm gonna use overweight for some of us because it leads to
She's body positive.
she's body positive though. She loves herself. Okay, now that's the first thing you have to change. That's why it really doesn't make sense sometimes what you look like on the outside if you don't love yourself on the inside.
Then exactly.
Period. So Lizzo girl, yes, we are all overweight. Okay, we just know how to put a girdle on and hide it.
Right.
Okay, but I love Lizzo for that. I love the way she carry herself. I love that she's not scared of anything. And just think about all the females that's in like, when you think about like sports and.
Yeah.
We can't be too much. We can't be too powerful. There's always somebody that's going to knock us down because we're a woman.
Mm-hmm. It's going to happen regardless. So it's kind of up to you to say, hey, this is who I want to be in my life. I can't live for other people.
Right.
Somebody's going to say something regardless. Whatever you do, somebody's going to have something to say. So you just got to live your life.
Mm.
I'd rather do it comfortably
Right,
than trying to
right.
walk on eggshells.
Right.
You know?
Because like, why are we always on eggshells though? We can't even express ourselves. I had an experience where I worked at a place. I won't say where it was at, but I worked at a place and they were like, I got told, a black woman pulled me to the side in this corporate place I was working in. And she said, you have to watch what you say. And I was like, what are you saying? And, I'm putting my professional voice on because it's 5 of me, y'all. It is. I just found out it was 5 of me this weekend. Okay. So look, corporate Mo, Kiki, was looking at her like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, when we were in the meeting and you said that, we didn't have a big enough area for us to eat. It kind of sounds like you're like being like not appreciative. And you have to watch what you say because you can be considered the angry black woman. And because it's only a couple of us here, we want to make sure we're not considered the angry black woman. So just make sure and be aware of what you say. Be a little smooth. I would better just not say anything. That affected me for the next 5 jobs I had. Because she said that and I looked up to her. And then she was in a rank where I was looking up to her.
Mm-hmm.
And it rolled with me forever to where I was the quiet one. I didn't want to speak up in a workplace, anything, because I felt like I was going to be conceived as the angry black woman. Why? Why do we have to carry the title? Why can't I have a voice is the question. And I had to silence myself for a long time, but to keep the job, I no longer have that job because ever since I found myself and aligned myself, I can't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that? Have you ever experienced being in a workplace and not wanting to be the angry black woman so you don't speak up?
That has happened to me before. So it actually recently, that did happen to me. And I resented that. And I also realized in the workplace, people are going to have their opinions no matter what. Where I am in my life right now, I like happiness. You know what I'm saying? I want my peace. I want my happiness. And I don't owe anybody anything. I show up. I do what I'm supposed to do. If that's the opinion that you want to have about me,
hey,
that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I can't help you.
yeah.
I'm respectful to
Mhm.
people. You know what I'm saying? That's my number one thing. But I'm never going to be quiet just because it makes the next person feel uncomfortable.
Oh, I love that.
Because what is it really? Is it really that, are you really uncomfortable? Or
Yeah.
you want me to just stay in my place?
in my place, so
Like,
I don't.
Nah.
But I changed something that day. One thing that really was funny about all that is I look back at the place I was working at. They have a bigger cafeteria for the employees.
Because you were right. They didn't want
Yeah.
the black woman to
To
be the one to
change.
give them that suggestion and that
Exactly.
she'd be right.
But guess what? I bet you when I left, she probably took it there. Like, hey,
That's what
you know
they
what?
do.
You know what I think a good idea would be?
That's what they do.
So you gonna knock me down? And I think she probably was the reason why I quit too. I had to put my 2 weeks in because of her. I'm like, dang, was you sabotaging me from the beginning?
I believe it. Because consider, she did say, well, it's a small group of us. Sometimes black people in general, not just black women, do like being the token.
Yeah.
Because they feel like their spot will be threatened.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that way. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's
But
sad,
that's
but it's
everywhere.
true.
It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's everywhere. I can't, and I've experienced it over and over and over. I even got to a point where I just came into my sexiness, y'all.
Yes, girl.
I'm back. Look, I brought sexy back. This whole 2020 opened up my sexiness.
Love it.
I went into a quarantine and came out a butterfly, baby. I was like, oh, I needed that. Thank you, quarantine,
girl.
baby, because I need to go in and ground myself.
Mm-hmm.
That time to myself, I got my kids back. Because imagine your kids being gone 24/7, majority of the time at school being programmed.
Right. Exactly.
They're not getting the adequate amount of home structure they need because they're only coming there to eat, do their homework, go to bed.
Yep.
Okay? Everything else is being missed. So you're going to tell me I only got one Sunday to raise my kid, to be around my kid?
Yeah.
So who made these rules is the question. Who made
Exactly.
these rules? I have completely unplugged since this quarantine thing. I went on, like I said, I don't even call it quarantine. I called it vacation.
Yeah.
I was on vacation mentally. I was on vacation. I learned a lot about my kids. I learned a lot about my partner and everything else. And I swear I looked at it in a whole nother way. So that tells me if you change your mind state
Exactly.
on how you think and we start looking at things in a more positive
If
way.
you have the time to do that.
'Cause
It's the time that you need.
Because we so busy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of busy, because I do want to get into health. We're going to talk about the womb. We are going to bring this up. Who else on here, y'all? I'm going to make sure I'm shouting out everybody. What's up, Simply T? Tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. My girl, Tavia, you are really in on here today. Thank you so much for being up in here and commenting because we got a lot to talk about. Make sure y'all share this. Make sure y'all like this. Make sure y'all comment. All that good stuff, okay? All right, so listen. I want to get into the business world because now more women are becoming entrepreneurs. They're more confident. They're more bold. They're more flamboyant. I don't care. I show my cleavage. Deal with it.
Right.
Type situation. I look good. Deal with it. I've recently started working out. We're gonna talk about that in a minute because that's another reason why I broke down this weekend. I had a whole. This was my first week with a trainer.
Okay, I get it.
Now do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes, I get it.
That last drop I did Friday was over. That was it.
Yeah.
The thigh baby was done. Ankles was finished. So I had to, as I'm working out, and I've never been pushed this hard. Never, ever. I've never pushed myself this hard. That's why I never wanted to have a trainer. So I don't want anybody in my face.
Yeah.
I like to stop when I want to stop. I don't want you in my face trying to make me go harder than what I need to be. But that has been my downfall because I wasn't a finisher.
Got you.
That
You went out of your comfort zone.
I got out of. I always created my bubble and I lived in it. I never let anybody come in and restructure my bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But so I couldn't add anything great to me if I've already just settled into myself and my bubble and what I
Right.
created.
Right.
So I had to learn how to open up because what I did throughout the years was create a bubble from hurt, from pain, from me just keeping people away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Even with friends. This is why I don't have too many friends. That's why when I'm around y'all, I'll be like, hi.
Girl, I think we all in the same boat. For real.
Got no-
Same.
I got time. I don't have time. First of all, I don't remember none of y'all birthdays. I won't know. I'm not a good friend because I
Yeah.
don't have the time.
Mhm.
And I wanted friends that were too busy like me. I want somebody that's so busy to where when I call you, girl, let me call you back. Me too, girl, because I got to go. You know what I
Right.
mean? Oh, we only can talk for 5 seconds, girl, because I got to open up my shop. All right, girl. All right, me too, girl. I'm on my way to woo-woo-woo. I'm going to text you.
Yeah.
Why you got to get jealous because I can't talk to you? I lost all my friends because they was mad because I didn't call them enough, because I couldn't stay on the phone long enough.
So they were
I didn't
feeling
come to
a little
every party
needy.
with them. I couldn't go out and do girls' night all the time.
Mhm.
So it's like the balance is crazy for a woman.
It is. It's a lot. From your friends to your job to your kids to your man. It's we we're spread very thin. And we're expected to excel in every area. And it's a little too much.
All the time. And you
Yeah.
can't drop the ball.
At all. You can't.
If you drop the ball, the household falls.
Yeah.
Like literally, I mean, we have our men that try to keep up things and do their thing, but when majority, the brains, we are usually the
Yeah.
head. We usually are the
Yeah.
ones that see things before it happens. We are usually the ones that structure
Yep.
things. A lot of things they can't see, we see. If they allow us.
We get talked about that.
Oh.
We get talked about for that sometimes
Oh.
too.
Why don't, why we become the nagging wife.
Exactly.
If we start talking too much and we give it too much, and I know how to do this, you ain't got to tell me who to be around, what to do. You get that. But you can foresee something happening before it happened. And then you gotta watch it happen.
Yeah, and let them be the ones to figure it out. And it's like, damn, you should have just.
But it's still gonna affect you in the end, right? Oh, you're gonna be affected by it.
Because it's gonna be like, why do you say too much, and why didn't you say anything if you saw it?
Okay, right.
Yeah,
right.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
No winning nowhere.
Yeah.
When do we win? Okay, and that is why I'm so on this female empowerment movement, because I feel like if the women get it together in the head, the households will be better.
Yes,
We'll raise better kids. You see what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Well, we can activate the king in our men a little bit better because they're activating the queen in us. Are you giving me everything I need?
Right, exactly.
For me to give you what you need. Then we have to figure out what's the balance between that? Because sometimes men don't know what they're supposed to give us. So I'm gonna be quiet and not say nothing. My therapist was talking to me. I learned a lot from my therapist. Shout out to my therapist. My therapist, I finally got a therapist. I told y'all a week ago I got a therapist, y'all. It's crazy. I never knew that all this crap that I was holding inside from all my childhood was affecting my choices. Okay. So yeah, so I got a therapist. I've been talking to my therapist a lot, and you know, a lot of things that choices I've made has been because of my childhood trauma. And I figured that out. But why don't we tell people that? Why don't we explain? We need to be strong as women in the household to raise our kids. I think every woman after having a child should have therapy.
Absolutely. I agree.
That is a life-changing thing for us.
Yeah.
And they do not give us enough credit for it. Bringing a life into the world. Like you die.
I couldn't think of a man who could handle that.
They said
like at all.
They said that circle your table 10 times when you're having a child. A lot of women are dying more now having children. Of course, it's black women, but they're dying a little bit more. Why? And this is why we got to get into this holistic health thing. And shout out to Yaki, because I'm going to have him on the show later in April. He's going to be coming up. We're going to be talking about holistic healing the wound and everything else. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you about the body. Okay? Because as a woman, we self-conscious about our body. It's never right. I don't care if you either booty is not big enough, the hips are not big enough, I'm too fat, my chin. I have a problem with my under chin. I hate my under chin. And I've noticed, I went back to my childhood photos because I was like, I think it's got something to do with me being chunky. But when I went back to my childhood photos, that's just what my face is shaped like. So then I looked at my daughter, and my daughter had the same thing. But all these years, I thought I was just a fat girl because I had an under chin. And I was like, oh my God, I hate myself. My knees. I hated my knees. I was like, I never wear skirts because I was like, I hate my knees. Why? This is beauty.
Exactly.
Baby, God put you together perfect. Exactly how you were supposed to be. I didn't find that out till I got in my 30s. So now I'm in my sexy mode.
Good.
My husband be looking at me like, where's you going? Looking like that. I be like, outside. You want to come with me and be my bodyguard? Well, you better finish doing graphics. I'm about to go outside with the girls. No, but it's cool because, like, I appreciate, having the room to be able to grow. I appreciate because, like, right now, like I said, I'm going through the transition with the working out and stuff like that, trying to get my body together. And then I just end up finding out that you, the beautiful, most curvaceous, most prettiest, most outspoken Jenna.
Oh, thank you.
Open up a new business.
Yes, girl. Yes.
We gotta get to that. Quan, can you put her logo on the screen so everybody can see? And I want you to tell everybody what you do.
Okay, so, thank you. So I do non-invasive laser lipo. It's, the name of the procedure is called ultrasonic cavitation. And what that does, it uses ultrasonic waves to bypass the dermis and liquefy or metabolize the fat cells. So it empties the fat cells. So imagine a trash can. Trash can's there, but the trash is being emptied.
Yes.
So then you just metabolize it, and it just drains through your lymphatic system, and you see the results immediately. So it just burns the fat, basically. The results are immediate and they are permanent. And
Mm,
people are ready. People are coming to me.
I'm coming. I'll be there
Yes.
soon, baby. All right.
People
I'm
are
waiting
getting
on my
snatched.
income tax check to get go. Soon as my
Right.
income tax check hit, I'm up in there, suck the fat out,
Right.
baby. Go get all this, please.
Yes. It's totally it's painless. There's no downtime. Minimal soreness. Minimal.
I will
And
take that soreness any
yes.
day over what I've been dealing with this trainer killing me.
I get it, girl. I get
But you
it.
still got to keep yourself up. So shout out to my
Yeah.
trainer. I hope you don't look at me and think I'm messing up.
Right.
But okay, so it sucks the fat cells out. So you can roll the fat out of somebody, and how does it? How the fat come out?
So, like I said, you metabolize it and it drains through your lymphatic system. So you either pee or poop it out.
Wow.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want some.
Or sweat it out.
Can we
Mhm.
can we go to some results? I know there's a result. Let me show a result from that happening. For what she's done.
Yes.
Yeah. Quiet, put that on the screen. Okay. So tell
Yes,
me
that's
about
some real
this.
stuff, girl.
Tell me about this. What happened so she came in with the first picture
Mhm.
on the left. Okay. And then that is two procedures?
That's 2 sessions. Yes. So she
Mm.
lost that's like I think she lost about 4 inches around.
She got
Yeah.
a smaller fupa.
Yes, she yes.
Baby,
Yes.
that fupa is hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
It's
then-
like the bottom lip that just hang like
and that's the hardest thing to get rid of. Like that's the biggest problem area. You come in really quick, and people diet, they exercise, they do everything that they need to do, and sometimes you just have those stubborn areas.
yeah.
That's where I come
Like
in.
the fupa.
and yeah,
Mm, okay.
and I get you right.
Okay. All right, get the belly off there because it's giving me memories about all the stuff I got to do to get rid of mine.
You're so
Golly,
silly.
girl, because I had surgery to get my baby out. So I'd be like, baby, turn the lights off. Turn the lights
Yeah.
off. He'd be like, you sexy. I don't care what you say. Turn the lights off. But, okay, so since I've been training right there, waist
It's
got
a different story.
waist got a little small, I've been walking up and I just be naked now. I walk through the house. What? You
right.
said put some clothes on. Not tonight. I'm gonna be naked all night, kid. Don't walk in my room.
Yes.
Walk in my room if you want to. I'm gonna have a whole
Right.
cooler laying out. Look, and I'm just getting started. Y'all gonna hate me, my baby. Baby, wait till I go to gym and get my belly done. Y'all gonna really hate me. I don't care.
Yeah, you gonna be snatched.
Baby, I can't wait to get snatched. So tell me about the grand opening. How was it a struggle? I mean, you are a black woman, got your own business. How I synced it in you last week. How crazy,
Yeah.
you was trying to get ready. You was coming. You flew up here and sat in the seat like, girl, I'm here. Wait a minute. I'm like, I know what you're going through. Don't explain.
Yes.
Just sit down and let's talk.
I actually tripped over the cactus on my way in.
No, don't tell me you got cactus in your ankle, girl.
Yes.
What was the opening like? I told
Um,
you I was burnt out. I couldn't even move.
Yeah, it was a beautiful experience because the women that actually own the building that I'm in, they're black, and they had a live band there. I got a whole bunch of new clients from it. It was just a beautiful experience. We had the kids out there playing the drums, people just celebrating our success.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful experience. Yes.
How does it feel to finally see your baby blossom?
Yeah.
Yes. like just watching your first client come in. Like, what was that like? Your own money. Yeah, I just going in my book.
Yes, it honestly it's surreal.
Yeah.
It's surreal. It's still registering to me
Mm.
what's going on. It's kind of like an out of body experience. But I'm just going with the motions.
Yeah.
Really, I'm going with the motions, and I'm looking up like, damn, I can't believe this has already happened. I thought about this idea in November of 2020, and then I was like, let's just start.
Mhm.
And it's here. It just happened. It just all happened so fast. I'm humbled by it, and I love what I do, and I'm just ready to continue to do it. I just opened already. I'm already booked up for the whole week.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
And how do people book with you? What do you do? Do you hit you on Instagram? Call it? What?
Yeah, so my website is bodyblisslv.com. It gives you a list of all the services that I provide, from the laser lipo to the butt lifts, the breast lifts,
Wait, hold on,
cellulite
wait.
removal. Yes,
Wait,
girl.
see, I didn't know you did all that.
Yes.
Y'all, you about to have me up in there. All my money gone.
Right.
Baby, what happened to the account? You see this body?
Right. That's
Okay.
what happened to it.
Because I was going to get lipo. I was going to get cut. You see what happened? Yes, baby. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate
We
that.
gotta start uplifting our women, supporting us a
Yeah.
little bit better, you know, because it takes us to support each other, to show each other how to support each other, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like I said, I'm all about the body. I'm all about, you know, the outside being fixed too, because for like a couple of years I've been working on my inner, the core of me, just kind of figure out what's wrong with me, what do I need to change, what habits I need to stop. You know, I pay attention to myself, and I realize that this is something every day you have to do.
Yes.
This
It
is an
doesn't stop.
everyday process to rewire your brain from everything you've experienced. You have to throw away the bad from what you received during that day and keep the good.
Yep.
It's a filter, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Constantly. We're filtering what's coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have to throw away and try to decide what do we keep? What do I keep? Do I keep
Mhm.
this? Do I keep that? Right? Who
It's
do I
wild.
keep around me? Do I keep you around me? What do I do? Right? So, with that being said, I want to get into what's going on with, oh man. So it was not saying it just brought, this is an epidemic that we're dealing with the health thing. And you know, a lot of us women deal with bad periods. Okay, fellas, I'm gonna get, y'all don't gotta log out, but you need to know this about your woman. Okay? No, know this about your woman. Every month they say we act like devils. Okay? It's the PMS. They don't gotta deal with it.
Exactly. They don't know.
They don't know what the
couldn't
pain
fathom.
feel like. Okay? And so we are on top of dealing with the pressures of everything on earth, the world, the kids, the husband, the cleaning, the laundry, the making sure you're cute in the midst of
Yep.
all that, getting enough sleep, making sure you're on time everywhere, trying to make it all balanced. Then you got to deal with the pain, the PMS, the emotional swings. All of this we're dealing with
Things that we don't control. We have no control over it.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were actually made to have these type of hormones.
Mm-hmm.
But we are convicted because we have
Yeah.
these type of hormones.
Mhm.
Then why were we, if we were made like this, why do everybody make a big, should people, I was talking to an Asian woman in the gym, and she was saying that in her culture, when the woman had come on, people, they used to leave and go like in the retreat until it was over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
And she said that, and on top of that, she said they didn't do work or anything. While they were going through their process, they were like to just be away from the men, and because they knew they would be not considerate. And then they also had to go into their own like retreats and things like that. They brought them food, they catered to them, things like that, because they understand how important the woman's womb is.
Yeah.
How important it is. And so with that being said, I found out through all the world, through everything that we've been dealing with, I found out that we carry the pain, the hurt, and everything else that we've been through in life in our womb.
Okay.
It's deep.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we carry everything. It's attaching to ourselves. As a woman, we are definitely carrying everything inside, and it actually has an effect on our health. So after carrying all that, when you get to your 30s, you find out that there's fibroids
Yeah.
growing inside of you. And everybody is trying to figure out, where are these fibroids coming from?
Right.
Where is this going? Why is this? Why do I have a heavy period? Why is this going on? And then we don't realize till we get in our 30s that it had a lot to do with what we were eating,
Mm-hmm. Everything we take in.
everything we take in. So from food to the people that's around us, to who we're around, to heartbreak, to nasty penises.
Yeah.
Cause I know, don't y'all act like y'all ain't wanna, y'all better not start acting all like y'all just too good to be true out in this piece. Y'all know y'all done had a moment where you was like, I should not never.
I've done that.
You carry that. And another thing that I found out, they got the HPV thing now. So
Yes. Yes.
they're saying that every man that a woman has, every man is carrying a certain amount of cells from every woman they've ever had sex with on their penis.
Wow. I heard that 80% of people in America alone have some form or strain of HPV.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's an epidemic.
80%.
There is, and now they're doing the vaccine now, trying to put them in kids early.
Yep.
I'm not taking, no. I just told my girls, just keep your legs closed.
Don't. Yeah.
You know what? It's not worth it. Like, I know your friends gonna pressure you. You want to see what it feel like. Oh, it sounds like it's so great.
It ain't that great. No, I'm
It's
just
not.
saying.
No,
It
be
depends.
honest. It's not great. It's not great until somebody really love you and want to take
Right.
out the time to make you feel good.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That is what sex is supposed to be for the
Mhm.
woman. It's supposed to be pleasurable, but a lot of times we get rushed into just getting boned, and we lose the sense of what intimacy is.
Exactly.
Then we carry that, and then we're made to feel like we're supposed to just be an object, and that is what we're
Mhm.
supposed to do, right? So
Yep.
that programmed in our mind coming up, what we've watched on TV, what we thought, the attention we got. You know, nobody looks at the girl that's super covered up.
Exactly.
In media, I
Mhm.
have to deal with that. Y'all gonna see these things out all the time because y'all don't click on the.
Yeah.
I bet you. Don't make me go and show y'all how many. If I go on my storyline and show thousands of people that view me in my storyline versus when they go online, the clicks and the likes I get.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all some fake people. I want to tell y'all that for that too. But it's a certain way you have to do things. And like even with Megan Thee Stallion and all them, nobody knows that Megan Thee Stallion had to sign a contract that she had to be naked. It's part of her contract.
Yeah. I'm sure I'd get tired of twerking all the time.
But it's part of her contract.
Yeah.
She can't change what her situation is right now because that is her brand.
Yep.
Her brand. And so once you get locked into that, you stuck. I remember looking at Nicki Minaj and knowing that she was so much more deeper than what they were making her look like, right? When she first stepped on the scene, they had her in pleather, big crazy wigs,
Yes.
everything on the book where she was just completely naked. And that was something she had to sacrifice to be able to get the good music out, to be able to say what I want to say. When that girl rose up, you start hearing all the stuff she wants. She started going off.
Yeah.
Baby, she started going in on everybody. And that's because she got up there with the rank. But she had to sacrifice so much to get to a point where she could say what she wanted to say.
Yeah.
She had to take her clothes off.
It took like over 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is usual for every woman that's in the industry. We always got to take our clothes off to be seen, to be heard. We always got to be sexual to be seen, to be heard, to be respected.
Yeah.
We got to be a part of the crew. It's so much.
It's a shame.
When are we going to put our crowns on and realize that we are Earth and that we are this temple? And this is our
create
temple.
life.
This is the temple, baby. This is what life comes out. When y'all all realize that's watching this, that if you guys condition your woman to be better and give them what they need in the house, they will be way better stepping out that door.
Yeah.
You got to do that. And they will be way better mothers, way better partners. There is a connection that we all need. And that's why I always think about how there is not enough therapy for men and men that go look for therapy. It's not enough for them. You both have to go to therapy individually.
A lot of men don't want to.
They don't. They don't think anything's wrong with them.
They think they can.
A lot of them are scared to find out what's inside.
I think they kind of thrive on denial in a sense.
Scared to find out
what's going on.
No.
Or acknowledge that there is an issue.
Oh my God. But baby, when it does break, you're going to see a ton of tears. With that being said, baby, I got to go to this. Y'all, the unveiling of my crown.
Yes. I love it.
Baby. Okay, so I want to give a big shout out to Cosmic Vision Jewelry. Thank you so much for my crown. It finally came in. I have been waiting for so long for this crown, but I didn't think I was deserving of it. Yeah, I didn't think I was deserving of the crown. You guys, y'all see it? You see the crown? Y'all see it? I got to pull it back. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna place this crown on my head yet because this is my baby crown. I'm gonna go into my goddess crown really soon, but I am working on myself.
Good.
This is for me. For me, I said I'm gonna give you I'm gonna take out time to give you something, ma'am. You yourself. But
I love it.
This is very deserving, and the crown, the stones that are in here are very sacred.
I was looking at those too. Like, what kind of stones are those?
Oh my God, it's so many of them. I'm gonna let Cosmic.
Tell us what it is.
Because I can't break down all them terms. He broke down so many terms. I just knew when he said it's gonna align you and keep you safe and help your top, your crown. I said, baby, send it to me, please. I need it right now. I'm in Las Vegas. There's frequencies everywhere. Aliens. I need you to send me something that's gonna help me get through this media and everything else. And baby, I am under attack all the time because I'm beautiful and I'm talented. Okay. So I want to give a big shout out to Cosmic. Thank you so much for my crown. I will be crowning myself after my 7-day retreat.
I love it.
I'm going on a journey to fix myself.
Okay.
Because I thought I was done. I thought I was done, baby. I just found out it's every day.
Yeah.
I just found out it's every day. Every day I find out something new that was wired in my brain. It's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And then I got to fix it. So on my 7-day retreat, I'm going to fast. I'm going to go deep within myself. I'm going to read. I'm going to drink hella water.
Mhm.
I'm going to be in the mountains a lot. You want to come? You come to the mountains with me.
I'd love to do that.
You want to go to the
For
mountains,
real,
Jenna?
for real?
Girl, come to the
Yes,
mountains with me.
I would love to.
Okay, Renato Griffin, thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Frederick Lee, I want to give a big shout out to my other sponsor. This is another man that he's in my inbox 24/7, encouraging me to keep going, even when I felt like I wanted to give up with my music, everything else. I appreciate you for everything you've ever done for me. Staying in my inbox, staying on me, giving me all the motivation, everything I need. One of my other sponsors, I want to give a shout out to my people, Frederick on here, which is King Beats. And he is the one that wrote the song that came on, Feel Good. That is him. He is the one that made that, produced that record. So I want to give a big shout out to King Beats. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really, really appreciate you. Please keep sending all that positivity in my inbox. It goes a long way. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, King Beats. And we will have you back next week. Not here, but we're going to be talking about you next week, what we got going on, because we got some stuff going on. I'll tell you about later. But shout out to King Beats. All right. And my crown is going back into this nice little container. Thank you, Cosmic. I also got this in the mail. I want to give a big shout out to Sugar Daddy. Baby, I got some cookies in the mail.
Yes.
Big Will in Atlanta. He's just launched a new company called Sugar Daddy, and he has cookies. And we're going to try these cookies, okay? We're going to try them. I need to do about 500 more sit-ups because my trainer will kill me if I eat this. But I want to try this. We're going to try it.
Here, we can share them.
Yeah, we can share it. I want to cut it open right now before we get out. Let's do it. You want to try it?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to cut it up and we're going to try it. As I'm trying this, I want to give a big shout out to all the people that support us, that's supporting women, that's doing anything going forward with being a woman, and just pushing on, y'all. We got a long way to go before they start supporting us more, giving us more love, showing us more support. And I'm going to start it here. Y'all going to start now. When y'all listen and watch this, you're going to see two strong sisters on here doing their thing, all right? All right, so let's, Sugar Daddy Cookie, we're going to try this for the first time. I want to thank you for being a sponsor to Live on Mo Lyrics Show. All right, I'm going to try it. Let's go. Okay. For the first time. Hi, Renato. Y'all want to hear me smack? Arturo, hi. How you doing? Okay, I'm loving it. Now,
This is good.
he knows I'm a vegetarian. So these are cookies. These cookies are made without all the crap. Okay. So he made these specifically for me.
Cookies?
Yes, girl. And what does it taste?
They taste like the real thing, but
I better not eat this whole cookie.
But I'm gonna tear this cookie up.
Y'all, I gotta finish talking to y'all. I can't just eat online on y'all. You know what? I'm gonna start trying food. Y'all send me some food. I've been working out. I can eat more stuff. Send me some food. I'll eat it. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna feel this cookie in a minute. I want to let everybody know that I'm happy. I'm going to this retreat for 7 days. When I come back, I'll be back here on the show again. We're gonna be talking about great things. I got a real nice show lined up next week. We're gonna be digging into a lot of stuff. I didn't want to go too deep with the women's stuff because we got so many topics to cover. But Jenna, any last words about women empowerment? Just the women being under attack. What do you think we need to do going forward to make us stronger as as women?
I just say always be true to yourself. Remember, you don't owe anybody anything. What you do, who you do owe it to is yourself. Your happiness is what's important. Your health is what's important. Your peace of mind is what's important. You can't put other people first. You can't compare yourself to anybody else because you're you. Be happy with who you are. Try to, learn who you are and learn how to be happy with who you are, and that's just it. You don't apologize for anything.
I'm not going to apologize for eating this cookie in front of y'all
Right,
face either. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Sugar Daddy cookies!
Delicious.
Yeah, they were good. But what I'm going to do is, y'all going to meet me back next week. I'm going to finish this cookie. Quan, let's go ahead and just go on out of here because I appreciate all y'all for tuning in.
Yes,
thank you, Arturo. Thank you,
you.
Renaro Griffin. Thank you, Sugar Daddy Cookies. Thank you, Frederick Lee King. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Body, say it for me.
Body Bliss LV, baby.
And where do they find you on Instagram?
Yes, Body Bliss LV on Instagram. BODYBLISS LV.
And And I'm about to be a fat girl and eat the rest of this
Yeah.
cookie. See y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in to Live with Mo Lyric. I love you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
It feel good to be me. I made it out the hood and I'm free. I bet you every dollar that I made, I had to sacrifice another moment, another memory, another enemy. And even every hour that I hated, I complained, and it was always daily. Had to miss the baby just to make it in the industry. Yeah, and nothing never what it seemed to be. Nah, and when you fighting hella energy, yeah, but when you carry